This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the Bahamas Institute of Chartered Accountants hosting a two-day conference on Grand Bahama. Participants heard about the government's latest efforts to revitalize this island's economy from the Minister of Grand Bahama. John Davis Roll has our top story.
And as we speak, negotiations are ongoing.
The Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says Grand Bahama could very well be on the precipice of a long-awaited economic resurgence. His remarks coming during the Bahamas Institute of Chartered Accountants two-day seminar at the Pelican Bay Resort Thursday morning.
I'm excited to see that things are finally turning around in our economy. This is evident in the recent labor statistics for Grand Bahama, which indicated that some 820 new jobs were created on Grand Bahama between May and November 2013. This represents a decrease in unemployment by 2.7% since the last labor report issued in May 2013. I wish to inject that these numbers does not include the number of persons directly and indirectly employed as a result of the opening of the Memories Resort on Grand Bahama. Moreover, the report suggests that optimism is at an all-time high, even among the once discouraged workers, which means that many persons who were once willing and able to work but gave up on seeking employment because of the dismal state of the Grand Bahama economy have now re-entered the workforce. While we are not quite out of the woods, I believe that we have weathered the worst part of the storm and sunny days lie ahead as the economy is growing and unemployment is declining.
The minister outlined some clear indicators that the government is working diligently to ensure this island's future growth and development.
We intend to break ground very shortly on a new high school for West Grand Bahama and the construction for the long-awaited seawall for coastal erosion in Smith Point settlement. We are now in the final stages for the completion of our business case for the construction of our state-of-the-art hospital, and we will be moving very shortly to move towards RFQs and RFPs in order to start the process for the construction of our hospital for Grand Bahama. We are also in the medium to long-term planning phases for the construction of a new causeway to replace the Fishing Hole Road, and the construction of the long-awaited fire station is right around the corner.
Minister Darville challenged chartered accountants that as this new economic revival prepares to take shape, they must play a prominent role to ensure its success. He said the tourism sector, a major pillar of the economy, is about to catapult this island to the next level.
The reopening of the Reef Hotel, a four-star all-inclusive memory resort, has jump-started our tourism industry and the economy on Grand Bahama Island. Sunwing Blue Diamond Group is now promoting the island like never before in new untapped markets in Canada, the US, Europe, and as a result, we have seen increased airlift and stopover visitors, which is expected to steadily grow over the months to come. This influx of visitors to our island has spurred increased economic activity in the surrounding areas, at our harbor, in the community, and from east to west Grand Bahama. The benefits of this new resort is far-reaching, as many entrepreneurs and business owners, directly and indirectly involved in the hospitality industry, is reaping rewards of our revitalized tourism product. The project has created to date over 300 construction jobs, 700 permanent jobs, and we anticipate reaching the 1,000 permanent job mark by the end of the year.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
The Tourism Safety and Security Council Committee partnering with the Royal Bahamas Police Force to hold a one-day seminar. The focus, enabling and equipping security officers on the front line of the industry. Security guards are usually the first persons on a scene when any incident occurs. But what most people don't realize is the fact that a major part of their job is writing reports accurately in the event the matter ends up in court. Corporal Kevin Williams was a lecturer at the one-day seminar for securities. He says training sessions like this one is in keeping with the Royal Bahamas Police Force's commitment to training other partners in the crime-fighting sector.
We went over the rules of evidence, what's applicable and what's not in their line of work, what ought to make up the ingredients of a good report. I expressed to them the importance of the roles that they play, because oftentimes we're not the first officers on the scene, it's the security officers. And so it's very important that they have an appreciation for the rules of evidence.
Executive at the Ministry of Tourism, Monique Lockhart, and newly re-elected Chairman of the Security Council Committee, Henry Williams, also underscored the significance of this training.
It's very important to the industry because what we want to do is counteract any criminal acts before they actually happen. So we're sensitizing those key persons to be able, readily equipped, knowing what to look for, identify them, and just solve anything before it happens.
All persons must ensure that they're able to write proper reports. If an incident were to happen, either at a hotel or elsewhere, they must be knowledgeable enough to provide proper reports. As we know, reports go a long way. They oftentimes end up in the judiciary system and otherwise.
Among those taking part in the one-day seminar is Trinitra Louis.
I'm in an area where we write reports quite often, so you definitely need the information in order to, to ensure that it is accurate enough, to ensure that you have all the right information, just in case. You never know where your report is going to end up. It could end up in court. It may not, but just ensure that you have all of your information. So it's quite informative, and I think it can be used not only in surveillance but also in security areas. So in all those areas it can be used.
The one-day seminar was held at the Police Training College. An effective local government system is said to be crucial to the development of the Family Islands. Tonight, 2 local practitioners are underscoring its significance as it seeks to empower communities by giving a voice to the people. Joan Davis Rolle has this story.
This is not a job where you could make a living, but you could make a difference.
They say it's all about local governance and bringing local government to the people. Since its inception in 1996, improving communities throughout the city limits with refurbishment works and the construction of bus stops, various programs and community facilities like parks and youth centers have all been the focus. With a mantra of service above self, understanding the role local government plays is said to be vital. With limited resources but unlimited vision, Chief Councillor Kevin Ferguson says the goal has always been serving the needs of the community.
And as local government practitioners, our role is, as an elected body, we are to basically oversee the business of the district. And I believe that it was a good decision on behalf of the government to implement local government. And we've been really trying to abide by the Local Government Act and do the things that is necessary to make life easier for the residents of our district.
For Councillor Jennifer Ellis, filling a void in the community of Lukaya has been her mandate.
As I move about in my community, there's a lot of things that can be done. In my area of Regency Park, I would have lobbied for approximately 10 years to have a park erected in Regency. And today I feel proud to know that I would have accomplished that.
As local government elections draw near, both Ferguson and Ellis agree that one's passion for progress must outweigh personal agendas.
We're not here to be dictated to by members of parliament. We're here to be directed by the citizens of this community. And we listen to them, and we hope that they would be more involved in what we do by coming out to meetings, town meetings especially. When we have town meetings, that's when we go there to really hear what you have to say. But people have a tendency not to want to participate in town meetings, but they want to have these talks about ethics and accountability. We have a code of ethics right here. We see it every time we come to meetings, and we understand what we ought to be doing with regards to the people. And we are honorable people, and we intend to move forward honorably and develop the city.
We're here. Our numbers don't change. We don't move. We're here that you could come and you can sit and talk to us and see what you want for your community. We want to hear from you. We want you to come to the meetings. We want you to come to our town meeting. And we definitely want you to come out on election day and vote in your community.
Joan Davis Rolle, ZNS Network News.
Well, as you may have heard, the Grand Bahama Christian Council has been dissolved. During a general meeting on Tuesday night, a motion was put to remove all members of the council and hold new elections. 5 past presidents have been empowered to take over the affairs of the council until an election has been called. They are Bishop Ricardo Grant, Reverend Dr. J.C. Wallace, Bishop Solbay Kemp, Bishop Leslie Woodside, and Bishop Arnold Pinder. Bishop Grant was selected as spokesperson for the council during this interim period.
With all the experience of the 5 past presidents, we are quite aware of how to carry on with the business of the council in the state that she's in even now, present, and certainly we will function and carry out the duties, the demands, and the expectations of the council until such time as we would have called that general meeting where we will once again select an entire slate of officers to see to the business of the council.
Now, Bishop Grant believes that this latest turn of events is just a test to prove that they still can be trusted, even in a crisis.
We are not excluded as the body. We are not excluded from testings, trials, tribulations, adverse circumstances as they may be. But certainly it shows that whenever we rise to the occasion, according to the Word of God and according to brotherly love, how we are able to bring resolutions to what can be continuous chaos.
A date for a new election has not yet been set. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition continues right after this.